That's the highest you can be is the World Championship.
I love competing at Worlds because it's the biggest stage and it's the most prestigious.
The opportunity to compete at Worlds is, to me, an opportunity to silence the haters.
Competing on the world's biggest stage, it means everything. It's the pinnacle of our sport.
I mean, competing at the World Championships is the biggest stage, and it means everything, you know.
Competing at Worlds, to me, means that I'm finally getting a chance to show, hopefully, the world what I can do.
Another sunrise in Sin City brings us one day closer to the Golden Tee World Championships. This event is the pinnacle of competitive virtual golf, where the best players from around the globe gather to battle for glory, prestige, and a place in Golden Tee history. This high-stakes tournament features intense head-to-head matchups, precision shot-making, and clutch performances under pressure. With a mix of seasoned veterans and rising stars, the World Championship is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of skill, strategy, and the electrifying community.
Mark Gomez's journey to the top of the mountain is a true Cinderella story. In 2023, he was undefeated in his journey to winning that year's World Championship silver bracket. In 2024, he snuck in as the 31st seed in the gold bracket and emerged world champion. He's only lost 2 matches in his 3 years of playing on the big stage, a remarkable testament to his clutch performances. The big question now, how long can he keep this unbelievable run going?
My name is Mark Gomez. I play as border jumper. I am from Waterloo, Wisconsin, and I am the reigning world champ. Winning the World Championship last year was pretty amazing and surprising. Going in, my expectations weren't super high, but, I know if I can play well, play my game, anything can happen. And I think I proved that coming in as 31 seed, not having a good qualifier, played like I had nothing to lose, and that's all you can do. Play your game and whatever happens, happens. Going into this year's World Championship, obviously, there's going to be high expectations, but to me, it's just another tournament. I feel like the nerves aren't going to be as bad, but I expect to play well. And like I said, you can only control yourself and do what you can do, and whatever happens, happens. So, if it's your day, it's your day. My expectations this year for Worlds is to just play good golf. Like I said, it's gonna play itself out. You just play good golf. You lose, you win, you win. You got to have that same mentality of, you lose a match, it is what it is. And like I said, whatever happens, happens. I'm good with it. Going from the Latte Lounge to the Vector Room, it's a lot different. It seems like the Vector Room, it's only Sean and Luna pretty much. So they have their set times, Luna during the day, Sean at night. So there's really nobody there. At the lounge, we always had a group of guys every weekend, and you know how the Wisconsin guys are. They like to drink, so it's a party. It's more of a party atmosphere than being serious down there. So the fortune I've had running good at Worlds, record-wise, is I guess it impresses myself to be able to run that good, especially in a high tournament like that. That's the highest you can be is the World Championship. So for me to play that good and to do well, it's really nice to see. And I hope I impact other people. I'm not considered a top echelon player, but just showing people, hey man, if you play your game, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Playing on a big stage like that is it's fun. It really gets your juices flowing, and it's fun. It's awesome. Just being there, the experience, being in the presence of all the great players is just it's unmatched. It's just you only get to do it one time a year, and you got to show up for it, and it's fun. It's fun to play a lot of good competition. That's the way it's got to be. If I win Worlds this year, I'm not sure what the paycheck is this year, but I'm probably gonna go all out on some Buffalo slot machine, and maybe I'll save some money for a vacation. Maybe I'll vacation down to Texas. If I had to say something to the people that cheer me on and family and friends, is I appreciate all the support. You know, I came into this game, and to say none of my family members even knew about Golden Tee, and now that they, you know, I've done well, and I get them following me. Now they're asking questions. When's your next tournament? You know, how you doing, and this and that. And it's kind of nice to have the support that I got. And even the guys at the lounge are super supportive, and I'm lucky to have people like that.
Paul Luna's evolution on the Golden Tee circuit has been nothing short of impressive. What began as a passion shared with friends at tournament events has transformed into a career marked by grit, growth, and elite level play. His World Championship journey has taken him down many paths, starting with a runner-up finish to Andy Haas in 2016, then grinding through the Power Events Golden Tee Tour with multiple victories over the years, all leading to his long-awaited World Championship win in 2022. Since that crowning moment, Luna has continued to rack up tour wins, yet another world title has remained just out of reach. Could 2025 finally be the year he brings home a second crown?
My name is Paul Anthony Luna. I am from Houston, Texas, and I play as Luna. Going into Worlds this year, I feel very confident. In fact, I feel so confident that I am guaranteeing victory. The main goal that I have for myself at Worlds is to win, and to only win, and to destroy everybody. I love competing at Worlds because it's the biggest stage and it's the most prestigious. I would say this is the most prepared I've ever been for Worlds. How many times do I think about my cats? That would be, on average, maybe 20 times a day. Yes, I would like to say I love you to my family, and to my fan, I love you as well. And thank you for supporting me.
Paul Taylor is one of Golden Tee's most colorful and elite competitors. Known for his bold personality, signature style, and trend-setting equipment choices, Taylor backs it all up with sharp, high-level gameplay. A longtime force on the National Golden Tee Tour, he finally broke through with his first World Championship title in 2023 and followed it up with a runner-up finish in 2024. With more podium appearances at Worlds in recent years than any other player, Taylor continues to be a dominant and dynamic presence on the game's biggest stage.
See if somebody wanted to sub in. Paul Taylor plays the House from Wilmington, North Carolina. You know, I've been running really good at Worlds. I think I might have more podium finishes than anybody else. In order to achieve that, I eat a lot of collard greens and I drink unpasteurized milk. I haven't done a lot of preparations for Worlds yet this year, but I'm gonna ramp things up in the next couple of months to really get prepared. My gameplay's been down a little bit recently, just been busy at work and haven't quite found the time for it, but with Worlds coming up, I'm gonna make time. About a year ago, I started making my own clothing. I just really couldn't find anything that spoke to me out of the box, and it just turned into a really enjoyable hobby. My first time really trying self-expression in any way. So far at Worlds, I've gotten third place twice, second once, and I've won one. Turns out they have a trophy for fourth place that I don't have, and I really want to complete the set. The opportunity to compete at Worlds is, to me, an opportunity to silence the haters. You know, I've thought about it. If I win Worlds again and I get that big prize money, probably gonna buy World Peace. I'd like to get that for everybody. I've never seen the price tag on World Peace. Honestly, I'll probably buy like silver and gold. Love it. What an addiction. I actually bought stacks of silver at $17 an ounce and sold it for my first trip to Worlds. For anybody out there that likes watching me play, I want to let you know that I love you.
Andy Haas is widely considered the greatest Golden Tee player on the planet. With an astounding 20 National Tour victories since 2013, 2 Player of the Year titles, a Top Gun win, and 2 World Championship crowns, his resume is unmatched. As the most decorated player in Golden Tee history, Haas is once again in the hunt, eager to end his championship drought and also become the first ever 3-time world champion.
My name's Andy Haas. I play Golden Tee as Ship It, and I'm from Northfield, Ohio. Going into Worlds this year, I feel as good as I've always felt. I mean, excited to see the new tee boxes coming out in a couple weeks, so we have to cram, about a month and a half before that, but I feel good. To be successful at Worlds, for me, the biggest part is usually just getting past the first round, it seems. You start to get a little momentum after the first round or two, but, if you lose there, it's such an uphill battle that really just getting off to a hot start is probably the most important thing. Goal at Worlds this year is the same as every year, and it's to come out with a W. It's been a while, a little too long, but that's always the goal. Yeah, to watch my son play, to get how quickly he gets better every time I take him to play. He's a chip off the old block. He loves the game as much as I do, which is just as a dad, I mean, not much more you can ask for than that. Competing on the world's biggest stage, it means everything. It's the pinnacle of our sport. It's the most pressure, it's the most money, and it's the most exciting. My favorite part about competing at Worlds is just the pressure of every shot. Just the adrenaline rush from every shot, every match. It's just unmatched any other aspect of my life. I definitely still get nervous. I think it goes back to what I said about trying to get through the first round or two, because that's that's when those hit probably the hardest, the nerves. First thing I'm buying, that would probably be first thing I'm buying if I win Worlds. I probably have to ask the wife about that. I'm sure she has all sorts of plans for that, so we'll have to see what she comes up with. To my fans, friends, and family, hope I'm able to put on a good show for you and come out on top, and hope you enjoy watching.
Joe Massara brings an unmatched level of precision to Golden Tee golf. Recognized for pioneering the click chip and mastering the full shot, he pairs a deep technical understanding of the game with flawless execution under pressure. Despite several close calls and runner-up finishes, the ultimate prize has remained just out of reach. Could 2025 finally be the year Massara breaks through and captures his first world championship?
My name's Joe Massara. I'm from Baldwin, Missouri, and I play as Giuseppe. Feel great going into Worlds. Feel like I've been playing well the last couple of months. My game really hasn't changed a whole lot. It's really kind of more of sharpening the fine-tuning, the fine-tuning of the important skills like chipping and putting and, some of the more difficult shots. But I feel good overall. I mean, I think anyone in the gold bracket, anyone, that plays as often or close to as often as I do is obviously a difficult competitor. But ultimately, it's me versus the course. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy, and I need to do my best to avoid that and just, play good rounds of Golden Tee. I don't think my unique style really impacts my preparation at all. I would say that, with all the variants and tee boxes and tee positions and distances, for each hole, it's more finding that level of comfort, and finding the best shot for each hole. But I don't think necessarily, it affects my preparation. It's just more being comfortable with where I am with my game and all aspects of my game going in. I mean, competing at the World Championships is the biggest stage, and it means everything. I've said before that it's the pinnacle of Golden Tee. It's kind of the tournament that we all strive to win that we all kind of dream of. And it would mean the world to me. It would mean everything to win. I don't know if I would be buying anything after Worlds if I were to win. Maybe a new backyard. Redoing the patio in the backyard would be my first step. Maybe considering remodeling the kitchen. An old man answer, I'm sure, but no toys, just necessity things for home. I'm excited. Nervous a little bit. Trying to balance the nerves. To my fans and family and friends, I always appreciate all the support and, rooting me on and wishing me the best.
Bryce Aubert's rise in the Golden Tee world has been nothing short of remarkable. Once an unfamiliar face, he made waves with the surprise purple bracket win at the Wisconsin Open while still in high school. Fast forward to 2025 and he has a runner-up finish at the Florida Open, cementing his status as one of the game's most exciting young talents. Now making his World Championship debut, all eyes are on Aubert to see if this rising star can shine brightest on the sport's biggest stage.
My name is Bryce Aubert, and I play Golden Tee as No Wins Today, and I am from Waterloo, Wisconsin. This year, going into Worlds, I feel pretty good. I feel like I've been playing well, getting better each and every week, hopefully honing in skills that'll help me when I get there. The goals I have for myself this year, a little ambitious, finish in the top 33. Whether I make the cut or win silver, I would like to finish in the top 33. So I became so good in such a short amount of time in this game, mostly based on my mentors, like Mark Gomez, Brian Roski, and learning how to shit talk to other people from all the guys at the lounge in Wisconsin. I really think that all of them had their little part in helping me become as good as I am today. They've all each had their little snippet, like Mark Gomez for mostly everything, and then learning a few more cut shots from Roski and them guys, but a lot of the competitiveness that I have has come from that group, and just trying to be better than them. They're kind of my base for how I want to proceed in my life. Competing at Worlds to me means that I'm finally getting a chance to show hopefully the world what I can do. Maybe not just the Golden Tee community, but maybe if it's broadcasted, show different people that a younger kid could still become famous for a video game where there are much older people, much more experienced people than him, and succeed in it. Being able to do it well enough to earn my spot in the World Championships has meant a lot to me, and being able to show how good I've become has meant a lot to me and the people that I hang out with. The people I consider more of a rival or hard to beat would be the guys that I play with the most, like Mark Gomez or Clint Grover, who I know have already clinched their spot in the World Championships. And then a lot of the higher overall players of all time, like Luna, Taylor, Eddie Godfrey, like them guys could pose a challenge, obviously, and you know that you have to be perfect or better than perfect in order to beat them. So it really makes me focus more during those games and makes me want to beat them even more. Brings out my competitive side just a little bit more. So coming from a background as a pitcher in baseball, you know that you have to go at every at-bat like it's a new appearance. You have to go pitch by pitch, and in Golden Tee, I go hole by hole. You got to make sure that you put pressure on the other guy and see if they crack. And I've played well against Andy Haas, and he's made a mistake or two. He might have been feeling a little pressure, who knows? But if you keep putting pressure on someone, eventually they're gonna crack. A few things I love about the Golden Tee community is how inviting they are, how when I first came on, everyone didn't think of me as an outsider. They helped me through knowing what tournaments were like, knowing how to correctly start a match, how to do all these little things that have made me into the player I am today, and have been great role models of what to do in the future. The first thing I'm buying if I win Worlds is probably my parents' dinner. Probably go out for a nice dinner with my parents. They'll be there. They've really let me go to my lounge a lot, and they've led me through this career as a Golden Tee player, and just giving a big thanks back to them would mean a lot to me. The only thing I can think of is keep going. If it gets tough, you can always go down before you rise back up.
As the Golden Tee World Championship approaches, anticipation is at an all-time high. The field is stacked with legends, rising stars, and hungry contenders. This year's tournament promises unforgettable moments and fierce competition. Every match will matter. Every shot will test nerves, and only one player will rise to claim the ultimate prize. Get ready for drama, intensity, and world-class gameplay, because the road to Golden Tee glory is upon us.